Hi there, my beautiful eyelashes, and welcome back to Third Eye Tarot. Today we're doing a 3-card reading for making an important decision. And honestly, I feel like the universe has been pushing so many of us toward these crossroads lately. If you're here, you're probably wrestling with something that feels pretty significant. Let's see what the cards want to show you about moving forward. The Four of Pentacles. And I can already feel some of you getting a little uncomfortable because this card has a way of calling us out on our stuff. Look at this figure, clutching those coins like their life depends on it. One under each foot, one pressed against their chest, one balanced on their head. They've turned themselves into a human safe. And honestly, I get it. There's a really strong message coming through for anyone who's been holding on too tight lately. Maybe it's money, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job that isn't serving you anymore but feels safe. This card is asking, what are you so afraid of losing that you stopped living? I keep seeing the image of someone sleeping on top of their mattress money, you know? Like those old movies where people stuff cash under the bed. Technically secure, but completely rigid. And here's the thing about the Four of Pentacles. It's not actually about having nothing. This person has resources, they have what they need. But they're so terrified of losing it that they can't enjoy it, can't use it, can't let it flow. For your decision, this card is saying pay attention to where fear is driving the bus. Are you about to choose the safe option, not because it's right, but because you're scared of what might happen if you don't? Because sometimes the riskiest choice is staying exactly where you are, gripping so tight that your hands go numb. I'm also getting something specific about control. Someone out there has been micromanaging every detail of this decision, trying to account for every possible outcome. The Four of Pentacles is gently suggesting that maybe, just maybe, you can't control your way to the right answer. Sometimes you have to loosen your grip to see what you're actually holding. You know when you're sitting in a coffee shop, staring out the window, and someone's trying to get your attention, but you're just somewhere else? That's the Four of Cups energy I'm picking up right now. This figure is sitting under a tree, arms crossed, completely absorbed in their own thoughts, while a hand reaches out from a cloud offering them another cup. They don't even see it. And this is fascinating after that Four of Pentacles we just pulled, because we went from gripping too tight to not reaching out at all. It's like the cards are showing us both sides of the same coin, fear of loss and fear of receiving. I'm getting a really clear message for someone who's been overthinking this decision to death. You've been running scenarios, making pro and con lists, maybe even asking everyone in your life what they think you should do. But here's what the Four of Cups is whispering. All that mental spinning has disconnected you from what you actually feel about this choice. The 3 cups in front of this person represent options they can see, possibilities they've already considered. But that 4th cup, the one being offered from the universe or spirit or whatever you want to call it, that's the option they're missing because they're too caught up in their head to notice it. There's something here about depression or emotional numbness too. Not clinical depression necessarily, but that grey feeling where nothing seems particularly exciting or worth the effort. Some of you have been in this space with your decision. Like all your options feel equally blah, so why bother choosing any of them? But here's the thing about the Four of Cups that most people miss. This isn't a card about being ungrateful or stubborn. This person's protecting themselves. They've been disappointed before. They've reached for cups that turn out to be empty or bitter, so now they're cautious about accepting new offers. The decision you're facing? It might require you to believe in something again, to trust that this time could be different. Well, now, the Seven of Swords just slice right through all that hesitation we've been sitting in. This is the card of strategy, of taking what you need and leaving the rest behind. And after those two fours, it feels like someone just turned on the lights in a dark room. Look at this figure tiptoeing away with 5 swords while leaving 2 behind. There's something almost playful about it, isn't there? Like they've figured out exactly what they need and they're done overthinking it. This is such a sharp contrast to where we've been. From clutching everything to ignoring opportunities to finally taking decisive action. I'm getting a strong hint that someone out there has been planning their exit strategy. You've been doing your research, maybe quietly updating your resume, or having those careful conversations with the trusted friends about what your next move might look like. The Seven of Swords says you're closer to ready than you think you are. But here's where this card gets interesting. It's often called the thief card. And that makes people nervous. But theft isn't always about taking something that isn't yours. Sometimes it's about reclaiming what was always meant to be yours in the first place. Your time, your energy, your right to choose something different. There's a specific energy here for anyone who's been feeling guilty about wanting to leave a situation that looks good on paper. Maybe it's a job that pays well but drains your soul. Or a relationship that's perfectly fine but doesn't light you up anymore. The Seven of Swords is permission to stop performing gratitude for things that don't actually serve you. I keep seeing the number 5. Those 5 swords this figure is carrying. 5 things you are taking with you into whatever comes next. 5 skills, 5 lessons, 5 pieces of wisdom that this current situation has taught you. You're not leaving empty-handed, and you're not burning bridges unnecessarily. You're being strategic. The 2 swords left behind, those represent what you're finally ready to release. Maybe it's other people's expectations. Maybe it's a version of yourself that you've outgrown. The Seven of Swords knows you can't carry everything forward, and that's not failure. That's wisdom. Your decision isn't just about choosing something new. It's about choosing to trust your own judgment over everyone else's opinions about what your life should look like. The thread running through all of this is trust. Trusting that wanting more doesn't make you greedy. Trusting that your restlessness is information. And trusting that you have every right to choose a path that actually fits who you're becoming. Oh, your decision isn't selfish. It's necessary. Thank you for letting me walk through this with you today. Drop a comment if this resonated, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, little eyelashes. You deserve a life that feels as good as it looks.